The teams for MCC 35 just got finished being announced the other day, and for this being the last MCC of 2023, it seems like we're gonna go out with a real banger. Also, there are a lot of really cool duos, trios, and just all-around great teams for this event, so I'm very excited. Anyways, as always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below if you're excited for this upcoming event, and without further ado, let's just get right into the teams for MCC 35. Alright, so first up we have the Red Reindeer with Michael McChill, Red Velvet Cake, Sapnap, and Captain Sparkles, with Scott's method of 8,374. To be honest, this team is actually very good. I wouldn't say they're the best, I wouldn't say they're like top 2, maybe not even top 3, but I still think they're a very solid team and are pretty all-around cracked. Like, I could see them getting top 5, but I would have to say it'd probably be the bottom half of top 5, so I'll say like 5th, maybe like 6th, around there, around like the middle range for this event, but I still think nonetheless this is a really good team, and Captain and Sapnap is kind of a nice little duo, and Velvet and Michael as the other half of the team is also pretty strong as well, so they can go off in a couple of games. I'll say this team's strongest game is probably like Meltdown, or maybe it's like one of like Sapnap's stronger games, and maybe they go off in Battle Box. You never know, but all around this team's pretty solid, and gonna be interesting to see how they do on event day. Next up, we have the Gingerbread Men with Good Times of Scar, Beckymon, Fire Breath Man, and Orange Juice, with Scott's method of 8,560. Also, similar to Red Team, this team has a lot of pop-off potential, but I still think they'll probably get bottom half of top 5, so maybe like 4th. Anywhere from like 4th to 2nd. I could see this team getting into dodgebolt, but it might take a little bit more like of just like randomness than you think it will, because I feel like this team is good at a couple games, but not like the entire roster. I could see this team doing really good at Sands of Time, because Owen and Becky and Scott, like this entire team's just really good at Sands of Time. And Shane is one of the better S tiers at Sands. But like for other games, like maybe like a survival games, if that's played, or like a Meltdown, they might struggle with, because I know Shane's pretty decent at Meltdown, but I don't know how well Owen or Becky or Scar are. So they might struggle in like that. But for the most part, this team should do all around well. The only thing that I think they will struggle at is probably like PvP. So maybe they should probably avoid Battle Box. But nonetheless, I think this team's still really strong and should probably get top 5. But right now I'm going to say they get on the bottom, or the lower half, of top 5, which is 4th place for this team. Next up, we have the Yellow Yetis with Aerith, False Symmetry, Purpled, and Ryguy Rocky, with Scott's method of 8,132. Now, this is basically a carbon copy of MCC 33 Aqua, just replace False with Kara, and to be honest, that actually might make this team better, because I think False is better than Kara, and False is a 3rd for False has been going off lately, so I think all around this team should do very well, and because the Purple and Ryguy Rocky duo got into dodgebolt last time, they should theoretically be able to do it again. I know Ryguy's been having an off like past like 2 events ever since he's teamed with Purpled, but I think he's gonna be fine, to be honest, this event. I think he should be able to get top 10, if not top 10, then like really close to that, like 12th or 11th or something like that. So yeah, this team, I'm gonna say they get 2nd. But they definitely have a lot of potential to go off and maybe even get 1st. But they also might struggle and get like 5th or 6th. But I have confidence in the Purple Rocky duo that they're gonna succeed again. So for now, I'm gonna say this team gets 2nd. Next up, we have the Mint Mistletoes with Gumi, H-Bomb, Krinios, and Inthelittlewood, with Scott's method of 8,224. Wow, this team's very interesting. I don't know where to start with this team. I guess H is actually probably the perfect leader for this team. It's either H or Pete, but Pete might be a little bit too OP for this team, to be honest. Because I know H is one of the weaker S tiers, and yes, I consider him S tier. I don't know if that's still a debate at this point. I haven't checked. But anyways, yeah, I still consider H an S tier, or I've been considering him an S tier since he got his 1st place. So I think H will probably be able to get top 10 on this team. If not top 10, then at least top 15. And everybody on this team actually can get top 15, because Gumi at one point got top 15 in, I think, MCC 19 when she went off with Cerillion last, so it was 2 Christmas events ago. So maybe this team can do great, but I don't think they will in the long run. I don't think they have that many super strong games. I think they're just kind of like average to slightly below average in most games, but they might have like 1 or 2 good games. But nonetheless, I think they still is a pretty solid team, but I probably am gonna say they have like 7th, with potential to get lower, but not that much potential to get higher. So sadly, I don't think they have that much pop-off potential, but it's still a really cool team, and I actually like this team a lot. It's just I don't think they're gonna have a shot at dodgeball, sadly, for this time around. Next up, we have the Emerald Elves with Awesome Dude, Gizzy Gaza, Punz, and Smallishbeans with Scott's method of 8,374. Now, fun fact, they actually have the same average as Red, which is very interesting. I think Scott definitely kept both of those teams because they have the same average. But yeah, anyways, we have the Joel and Punz duo back at it again. And this time they should be able to make dodgeballs. Because when did they team? Was it 33 or 34 when they teamed last? I can't remember, but that was a really cool team when they teamed. And I don't know what they got. I think they got like 5th or 4th, right? They did decently well, but I don't think they did the best of their potential. And now when they have Sam, which Sam is, later in the video I'll talk about somebody else that's a really good third frag, but Sam is arguably one of the best third frags in, or arguably the best third frag in MCC right now. Like, he's really good. And he did really well in Twitch Rivals, winning that. And yeah, he's just been going off lately. So I think Sam is going to have a really solid event. And of course, we have Gizzy back at it. What was the last time? Gizzy played last in Pride 23. So it's awesome to see Gizzy back. And all around, I think this team might be the sleeper team for this event. The team that nobody really sees coming, but at the end of the day, you're kind of like not surprised that they do well. But still, I think this team can definitely get top 5. And to be honest, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put them 3rd. I'm gonna put them 3rd, but they definitely have potential to get lower. But I'm gonna say that, yeah, I'm gonna say they get right outside the dodgeball, sadly, and don't get in. But they still are gonna have a great event. I feel like I just feel like this team is gonna go off. Next up, we have the Teal Turkeys with Solidarity, Cubfan, JojoSolos, and Smager with Scott's method of 8,366. Very interesting team here. In my opinion, the first place team of this event, I'm gonna put them in first. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my confidence in Teal. Now, who do I think is gonna win between them and Yellow and Dodgebolts based off my predictions? I have no idea, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna pick, because I don't know if Purple's gonna have his curse back. I don't know if JoJo's gonna go off or JoJo's not gonna go off. It's all gonna depend on event day. But nonetheless, this team is very good. Like, Scott just really was like, hey, I want a 5th win, so I'm just going to put myself on Teal, because Teal just won, what, the past 3 Christmas events? Teal just keeps on winning, man. So, yeah, this team, I mean, they're up for it again. Jimmy back-to-back Teal Turkeys wins. That'd be cool. Cub fan back-to-back. Guess Cub didn't play in Party, right? So that'd be back-to-back wins for Cub. JoJo, first individual? Probably. It's either first or second for JoJo. So, all around, this team... Oh my gosh, this team's going to go off. And yeah, I'm going to say they get first. I'm going to say Teal Turkeys have a shot of winning MCC, or the MCC Christmas event again. Yeah, shocker. Next up, we have the Cerillion Candy Canes with Ant Venom, CPK, Shadoon, and the Orion Sound with Scott's method of 7,855. Holy crap, this team is decked out and they are festive, baby. Come on. I mean, CPK's got a Christmas tree, Santa hat. Ant Venom's got his little Santa hat, and he's got his little Christmas background. Shadoon's putting the presents under the tree. He's got his little hat. I think that's a bow, if I'm not mistaken, in an Always picture. But he also has a Santa hat, a very scuffed one, though. But yeah, anyways, wow, this team is very interesting. I think this could be our last place team for this event, not gonna lie, guys. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm mistaken. There's going to be another last place team later down the line, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, I still think this team's probably going to get bottom 3, but I think they're going to have a real fun time doing it. By the way, can I just say, Ollie, back when I was saying about Sam being one of the best third frags in the game, Ollie is literally insane, dude. He's gotten 14th in the past 2 events, and past 3 events, I think. He's just been going off lately, and he's a third frag, because Shadoon's the strongest here, and then CBK, and then Ollie, I think, is by Scott's by what Scott was probably thinking. So Ollie being the third frag here is crazy. This team definitely has pop-off potential because they're all technically top 25 players, because Antfrost has been getting like 25th, 24th-ish in the past couple events. So they're all technically top 25. But will they do that this time around? Probably not. They'll probably just have a good time, and I'm totally down for that. So I'm totally down for this team's chaos. And yeah, I can't wait for them to bring it. Next up, we have the Sapphire Santas with Vixella, Krtzyy, Dr. Grian, and James Turner, with Scott's method of 3,675. I don't know how their average is that low, to be honest. I feel like it should be like at least in the 5,000s, but I guess that makes sense because of the Simmers. But yeah, anyways, let's go, baby. We got the Simmers back in MCC. It's going to be awesome to see how they do. Zeus, maybe top like 25? I could see it, but I think they're just going to have a great time, and yeah. Hopefully not last, but most likely not last, unless Cerillion throws, or like Pink or something like that. I don't know. But nonetheless, awesome team, and love to see the the Simmers back in the event. I guess they're the Santas for this event, but yeah, love to see them back in the event, and hopefully they are there for MCC 36 and the return. Maybe not. Next up, we have the Purple Penguins with Tapel, PeteZahHutt, Sneak Snag, and Kara Corvus with Scott's method of 8,218. Oh my gosh, this team is nuts. Love to see the Tapel and Pete duo back at it again, because I think the last time we saw Tapel was with the Pete duo. Love to see Sneak back in the events, and same with Kara after casting in Twitch Rivals, and then Kara didn't play in Party, right? So I think this is Kara's most recent events since, what was it, 34. So yeah, awesome to see all of them together in this team. And this team it's also an underdog. This team and Green, I think, are the two underdog teams for this event, but I'm obviously going to choose Green because I'm putting them in third, and I think this team is probably going to get like 8th, maybe 9th. I think they're on the lower end, but I think they're still going to have a really good time. And maybe they go off because Sneak's been doing pretty decent lately. Pete's also been doing pretty good. I don't know. I haven't looked at his stats, but I'm assuming he's been doing pretty good because he's Pete. And then Tapel actually did pretty well with the pizza duo last time. So yeah, it could be unexpectedly amazing, or could be like bottom half, like I'm predicting them. You never know. But this team definitely is full of surprises, and I can't wait to see what they do on event day. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Pink Presents with Wally Bear, Shovel, Hannah XX Rose, and Krtzyy with Scott's method of 9,089. Oh my gosh, that average is broken. I do not think they're that strong. I think they're probably like around like 8,700. I do not think they're in the 9,000s. But it's mostly just because Wally, Hannah, and Dave are all like, their averages are all above like 2,200. So it kind of just breaks the team maker. And yeah, love to see Shelby back in the event. I don't know when her last event was. It might have been 34, 33. Because I know she didn't play in Party or Twitch Rivals. So awesome to see Shelby back. Hannah coming off of her third place. Hopefully she can get top 10. I think she can. Dave also coming off of a crazy Twitch Rivals and 34. So hopefully also Dave can get top 10. And I think Dave and Hannah are probably the most likely to get top 10 here. Wally got like, what, 12th or something like that in his last event? And I think Wally kind of has been going downhill ever since he got that 4th place in his debut, but I think Wally can bring it back. And I think he can help his team get somewhat close to dodgebolt, but I think in the end, I think they're probably going to get out of the top 5. Maybe they squeeze in there. Maybe they get like a 5th place and beat out like Red, but for the most part, I think they're probably going to get like 6th or 7th or something like that. But I still think they're a really cool team, and yeah, this team is not broken in my opinion. I don't know why everybody's saying that. They're just a very well-rounded team that has a lot of potential. So let me know what you think about this team down in the comments, because everybody's been going, either left with it or right with it, saying it's either broken or not broken. So I'm interested to see what you guys think. Anyways, yeah, those are the teams for MCC 35. Alright, so real quick before the video ends, I just want to reveal my current MCC 35 team predictions to you guys. In 10th place, I have the Sapphire Santas. In 9th place, I have the Mint Mistletoes. In 8th place, I have the Cerillion Candy Canes. In 7th place, I have the Purple Penguins. In 6th place, I have the Red Reindeer. In 5th place, I have the Pink Presents. In 4th, I have the Gingerbread Men. In 3rd place, I have the Emerald Elves. In 2nd place, I have the Yellow Yetis. And in first place, of course, very obviously, I have the Teal Turkeys. So yeah, there are my team predictions for MCC 35, but as always, I'm very curious to see what your guys' predictions are, so make sure to comment them down below. And while you're down there, consider leaving a like and subscribing, as I'd appreciate it and it helps me out a ton. Anyways, until next time, peace!